So let's talk about location. It's the third parameter I was talking about. And I'm in a rather cold Suffolk morning today, but an opportunity at least to show you the type of environment that I'm talking about that's going to give you the best chance of success for the location of your wind turbine. Okay, well, my properties are down there. So this is about a couple of 100 meters away. I'm fortunate enough to have a small field that I use for growing things. And it's pretty open. We've got a tree line over here, about 100 meters away, which is about between 12, in the main, about 10, 12 meters high. Then broadly nothing. A little bit of a tree line over here with a couple of trees around about 18 meters high. And then a tree line quite close in, varying between 10 and 18 meters. And I've chosen to locate the wind turbine here. So to go through the installation briefly, there's a concrete base. That's 2 meters by 2 meter, 400 deep concrete base. I'm actually then using an old British Telecom mast, available to buy secondhand, got it on eBay. And it operates, it's currently in the vertical position, but it operates with 2 winches. There is a main winch here, which operates the vertical down to horizontal position, so you can gain access to the wind turbine. And then this second winch, which operates the 3 sections. So there's actually 3 sections, which will take this tower all the way up to about 22 meters high. Now, I currently haven't got this guy roped. I've tested it in pretty decent wind. And at the moment, I'm considering that I probably won't put the guy ropes on. I think if I go for a slightly heavier wind turbine, I will do. But usually, if the wind gets so high that I'm worried about it, then I bring the wind turbine down. So at the moment, I've got no guy ropes. But it's an incredibly stable mast. It's the lattice cage section, and it's pretty decent size all the way up. Now, at the moment, just up there, you can see, I've got, it's actually an old 48 volt wind turbine. I've just got it up there just for some basic testing purposes, but that will be coming down soon when I put the new ones on for test. And I've also got, if you can just sort of see it at the top there, a Yoshiko weather station. That's transmitting data down to a unit which is in here. And that's what's going to give us the wind speeds and directions so that we can start to build a history of data of the wind turbine. So what am I most concerned about when thinking about this particular location? Well, even this one isn't ideal. It's open. So we've got a fairly open vista. That's sort of north east all the way to north, northwest, west. So it's pretty open. There's a tiny bit, you can see probably about 600 meters away, there's a tree line of a forest, which is probably there approaching 25 meters. Some of those trees, maybe even higher. I'm not expecting too much disruption from that distance. The prevailing wind most of the year comes from the southwest, which is over here. And yes, there's a couple of trees in the way at around about 18 meters high, but I'm hoping to get the wind turbines slightly higher than them so they won't come into play. The worst bit is this bit. There's a tree line right next to me, facing southeast to east. The wind doesn't usually come from this direction too much, so I'm not too worried. And anyway, the wind turbine as it stands at the moment is just over the top of these trees. So it's possible I may still get some turbulence from the top of this if wind coming from this direction. It's possible I may get some disruption from these 2 trees here, but very unlikely. So as I said, when you're thinking about the installation and particularly on the location, the reason that I wouldn't suggest having it in a housing area is that you tend to get houses all over the place, particularly if the wind turbine isn't very high, you get lots of disruption to the wind. So open space if you possibly can. Try and avoid the tree lines. If you can't, you need to get above the tree line, which is why we're up around currently about 18 meters.